Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 5 of our Uncertainty Virtual Summit. This has been an awesome summit so far, and I want to introduce you today to one of my friends and colleagues who's going to empower us with some more wisdom and good stuff. Now, this one is going to be really important because we have been all disrupted with the food stuff in our regular routine of fitness and all the things, right? Well, Minimacel Washington is going to come and help us to navigate our health goals with us and our children. So Minimacel, welcome to this virtual summit. Thank you for contributing your time today. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
I am the CEO of Present Your Body Fitness, and what we do is we help men and women take back their health through determination and discipline and strength, through fitness and nutrition, while targeting the spirit, soul, and the body.
Very cool. So I love how y'all incorporate all three. So it's like a holistic type of health regimen that you guys include with Present Your Body Fitness. So that is amazing. Now, I'd like to ask you, what has been your experience right now up to this point with COVID-19 for you and your family?
Well, we've been taking it, as you know, one day at a time, staying focused, not being fearful with everything that's going on in the world, letting our kids know what's going on, and just really just thanking God and being grateful through the process. And I know it's a lot of families that's probably distracted about what's going on, and their lives have been alternated. But I just believe that this is a season where that God can really speak to everyone, including my family, you know, and to draw closer to Him. And so that's been my experience. And so, of course, you have your ups and your downs, but I just know that above all, God is faithful.
I totally agree with that. And what a word. Yes, through it all, God is with us. And I believe that through the ups and the downs, that He has a plan. He has a master plan, and we just have to stay faithful to that master plan. So for you, what have you observed? Because you have a gym, you own a gym, you are a nutritionist and personal trainer, so is your husband, and so y'all have a gym. You just opened up and you've had some of the COVID-19 disruptions and all the things, but I know that you guys have navigated that change really, really well. If you don't mind me asking you, just really quick, what's been one of the things that you've done to pivot in those changes with you and your new gym opening?
So we have started online classes for our clients. And so the progress don't have to stop because you had a little disruption. And so I just considered this, okay, this happened. So what's next? You go online, you know, your goals and your fitness goals and your changing your lifestyle does not have to stop. You can continue those things. And so we have told our clients that, you know, we will still help you go to the next level. So we went online, we send videos out, we do videos on Instagram, Facebook, just to help people go to the next level in their fitness.
That is amazing. I'm glad that you turned a challenge into an opportunity to serve more people. Whereas you could have just found yourself in a place of fear and got stuck there. You looked at this as an opportunity to serve more people. So kudos to you there. Now, with you and your clients and how you've been serving up to this point, now we know that there's been a disruption through COVID-19. What have you noticed with individuals and families? Like, what has happened for them? So the first question I asked, it was about you and it was internally. Well, what have you noticed externally with your clients?
Well, with my clients, I noticed that they have to learn to adapt to a new routine. And so with that, they have to learn how to adapt. And just like a lot of people, they go on their lifestyle journey, and then this happened. You have to adapt with change. And so even if you see it as a bad thing, it's still a good thing, and this will help you go to the next level in your fitness. And so I've noticed that people are maybe puzzled, they might be discouraged, but you don't have to feel discouraged. as long as you don't lose that momentum that you have already started in your fitness goals and your lifestyle, you just got to continue. Just don't give up. Just keep going, no matter what. No matter what you see on the TV, no matter what you hear, no matter if the gym closed or not, just keep going. Don't stop.
I agree with that. Don't stop, keep going. And then I know that one of the things that you have mentioned is that a lot of people, if we wrap this up, they were afraid of losing progress with their fitness goals. And I know that you have a few tips that's going to help us as we are navigating these uncertain times with our health and all the things. With you're going to empower us with 3 tips. So what would be 3 tips to help us to not lose that progress, to keep moving forward, and to keep building strong according to our fitness goals and plans?
For one, the first tip is that you want to keep a routine of physical activity. So though the gyms are closed, you still have things that you can do. One of the things that I do with my kids, I include my family into my activity. So now that the gyms is closed, even though I have my own gym, I still do things with my family. So you can do Just Dance. You can go to the park. You might not want your kids getting on the playground playing or touching things, but you can do a family walk with your kids. The next tip is, if you haven't started, or if you do have, develop a healthy eating habit, which means include fresh vegetables, fresh fruits. If you're afraid to buy fruits, fresh fruits and fresh vegetables, do frozen fruits. You know, you can always clean your fresh fruits with warm water, and wash your hands first. You can also do that. And then my third tip would be mindful of what you're putting into your body. And so with everything going on, people are stressed, because they don't know what's going to happen. So people tend to stress eat. They would eat their feelings because they feel stressed. The first thing you want to do is be aware of how you're feeling. Are you really hungry? Are you tired? Are you bored? Are you stressed? Are you bothered? Are you frustrated? Take a deep breath before you sit down and eat your meals. And then you want to be present at the moment. You want to turn off the TV, turn off the electronics, turn off, anything that would be a distraction, and just have a family meal around the table, or maybe in the living room, and just sit down and just enjoy the presence of your family.
Wow, that is great. Those are some really good tips. Especially, I like how you wrapped it up with don't eat your feelings. Wow, you are making us sit down and think about what we're thinking about before we have anything enter into our mouth. And I think that is a powerful tip, because we get caught up in the whole comfort eating type of scenarios, and then we start to carb up on all kinds of things. I like rice and all the fluffy type stuff. So I'm not trying to come out of COVID-19 in the summer with thunder thighs and an extra tire around my belly. So those are some really good tips. Now I'm trying to work some of that off. I got a small inner tube. No body shaming. I'm not body shaming. I'm just saying what the reality is. I'm not trying to add no more on there though. So that's really good that you told us to be mindful before we put anything in our mouth. And I think that one of the ways to help us do that is through meal planning and preparation. Can you give us some tips around that?
So with prepping meals, you want to sit down, plan your meals, make a list. I usually research my meals. I go online and I research, especially family meals. Like, I also prep my family meals. And so what you want to do, go online, find like crock pot meals that you can do. You can bag them, put the seasoning in there, the vegetables, put them in the freezer, and then get you a crock pot. And when you get the crock pot, you can just go to the refrigerator, take the meal out, and just put it in the crock pot and let it cook for like at least 6 hours. Whatever you can Google crock pot meals, and they have those, and they have healthy crock pot meals. And so those are one of the things to sit down, plan your meals weekly, because you don't want to keep going back and forth to the store every day. It's not the same. So you want to try to make a trip to the store at least once a week, and just go by the list, getting everything you need once a week at the store and just freezing those meals and putting them in the crock pot, whatever you choose that day.
That's a good tip, because with us having, for especially those for with who has families, right? Because now you have the parents who are working from home, you have the children who are working from home, so there's added responsibilities. So you can already have that meal already planned out, and then cooking while you guys are working, and you're going to be at the end of the day when it's dinner time. Now you're going to have a wholesome meal that you guys can sit around the table and eat and enjoy, and have mindful conversations with each other in a way that you can connect. So I love those tips. So what would you leave our listeners with? Like, what is a good word of encouragement that you leave our listeners with as it relates to navigating their health and fitness goals as a family and just as individuals? What would you like to leave our listeners with?
No matter what you see on the TV, no matter what you see in the grocery stores, we see people with masks and gloves, and sometimes they present fear. And so I would encourage them that 2 Corinthians 5:7 said, walk by faith and not by fear. Don't allow the things in the world to dictate your faith or dictate your life. Put your trust in God. And like I said before, above all, God is faithful. And he will always be there. So, just put your faith in him. Don't go by what you see. Walk by faith, not by sight.
That's a good word, Minimacel. Above all, God is faithful. Walk by faith and not by sight. That is powerful, because it is easy to look at the external and say, and allow fear to fill your cup. And then you start to make decisions from that place. But if you allow God to be your source, allow God to be your answer, then you can get through anything. You can adjust to your new normal, and you can move forward with power and purpose in whatever it is that you have to do, whether it's your fitness goals or mindful eating or getting active with the kids or meal prepping. Whatever the case is, you can do this. So Minimacel, our heart is to give back during this summit. So what free resources would you have for our listeners today to help them to navigate their new normal?
I have an immune system complete guide that will help that will show you how to boost your immune system. I also have a free 15 minutes access your fitness goal, along with an online free 30-day online personal training program that we have put together also. So if you can't get to the gym, of course not. If you don't know what to do, then we will show you what to do with the free 30 days online personal training program, and also helping you with your nutrition habits. As seeing where you at and see what we can do to help you.
Free 30-day online fitness program. Did I hear that correctly?
Yes, ma'am. You did.
Wow. How will how do they get to that? So how will they be able to access that and the nutrition guide? Like, okay, I know about the nutrition guide. We're going to have that off in the resource guide that we put up every week. But how do they access this 30-day thing? Guys, take her up on this one. See, fresh off the press.
I will post a link. I will post a link today. As soon as the call is over, I will post a link where you can access the free 30 days.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much for giving back to our community and helping them to uplift with their health goals and their nutrition, because both are important. You can't just go and work out and not eat well, and then you can't be disconnected from your emotional feelings, because then you're gonna sabotage the whole program. So I love how Present Your Body Fitness is incorporating this as a holistic plan. So now, Minimacel, we are in quarantine. This is not by choice. This is what it is. We are at a stay-at-home order. We'll stay at home and only go out for the essentials. And I know that part of those essentials is staying, moving, and active, and all the things. What are some fun things that we can do as families and individuals so that we can incorporate some fun into our daily routine?
Like I said before, you can do Just Dance. You can do game night with your kids. You can even, when you're cooking and prepping the meals, you can also invite them into the kitchen where they can also help you. A walk at the park, things like that. A family workout, you know, a family workout routine, putting them, including them in, as getting to know what your kids think about this whole ordeal, what's going on, including them in everything. So now we at the place where if you haven't been spending time with your kids or your husband, you at the place where this is really a good time. So you have to see the good and not the bad.
That is really good. And I know you mentioned this earlier about spending quality time with your kids and then allowing them to know what's going on as well. I do want to point that out, that is something so important to do, because we can be putting on our armor and our guard and all of that and our faith on, but if we're not putting that on our children, then they're walking around with the fear of the unknown and they don't know what to do with those feelings. And so it's going to be really healthy and good for them that we as parents or guardians or whatever role you play in their life, to talk to them and let them know what's going on. And I do love your suggestions about staying active. You can look up things on YouTube. If you don't have Just Dance, you can look up some family fitness workouts, whatever the case is, and y'all get moving together and just enjoy the time. Go on a walk, let your mind just be free. Just stay active. Don't be in these four walls just stressed out. Find ways to release that stress so that you can keep moving forward, because this too shall pass. So Minimacel, you've given us a lot of great tips. How can we connect with you further if we have any questions or we need more information, whatever the case is? How can we connect with you further?
I am on Facebook. You can look up my page, is Present Your Body Fitness. Also, you can follow us on Present Your Body 122 Instagram, and that's how you find us.
What's a good email for you, Minimacel?
It's www.presentyourbody122@gmail.com.
Okay, so that would it be the www, because that would be if you do www, that's a website. So for the email,
it's presentyourbody122@gmail.com.
Okay, presentyourbody122@gmail.com.
Yes.
And we'll put that in the resource guide as well. Listen, Minimacel, this has been a phenomenal interview. Thank you for empowering us with the tips that we need to navigate our health and fitness goals. Guys, we are coming down to our last couple of interviews. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about your financial preparedness. And then after that, then we'll have that final interview wrap up with me. And so I hope that you will tune in. As usual, I'm going to ask you to share this video if you found value in it and you think that it would help someone who needs to hear this information so that they can navigate their health goals with them and their family. Share this video because we want to spread hope and possibility. And then also just be sure to tune in with us tomorrow as we go forward at 7 p.m. And then my last words of encouragement is, as usual, don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything, because this too shall pass. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.